12, also your school authority, and today all Portland Public School students in 3rd through 12th grades were sent home with Chromebooks. PPS tweeting it's a way for families to prepare for the possibility of temporary distance learning. They're not the only district with schools going remote, and local daycares can't keep up with the demand for childcare. Fox 12's Drew Marine spoke with a few daycares. Drew, how are they handling this?
Yeah, in short, they're struggling. I spoke with a daycare here in Beaverton and another one in Portland, and both say because closures are decided on a school-by-school basis, it's too inconsistent to keep up with.
The phones have been ringing at Mary's Little Lambs daycare in Beaverton, parents hoping to get childcare as some schools move to distance learning.
Not knowing if their school is going to call and say, hey, my child has been exposed, or you test positive and the child is not old enough to be vaccinated. I mean, they have to automatically go into quarantine. We've been dealing with a lot of that in the last 3 days.
While owner Marie Kiter offered childcare for remote students last school year, she just can't offer it this year. She says they need more staff and school closures are too inconsistent.
5 days here, a week there. It's not going to be like last year where they shut it down for months on end with no end in sight. So I think with the Omicron, it's a lot different than how it was last year.
In Portland, David Douglas daycare owner Scott Burkoffer was faced with the same decision. He says last year, district-wide transitions to online schooling allowed them to have exclusive distance learning classrooms. But now it's school by school. He's limiting distance learning childcare to those school-age kids they already serve in their after-school program.
Or we could have had, 15, 20. I mean, the demand would have been huge, but so really operationally, it makes it a lot harder because we're going to be able to do our best maybe to serve some of those kids distance learning, but we're going to have them be integrated with a preschool schedule, which obviously isn't the perfect fit for them.
Kiter says it's frustrating to turn parents away because the industry has its hands tied right now.
It's heartbreaking. There are no options. They have to take the time off because there's nowhere to go.
So far, 9 Beaverton schools have moved to temporary remote learning, and the district says those schools will be remote through at least Friday. Live in Beaverton, Drew Marine, Fox 12 Oregon.